Since Disney took over Star Wars, it makes me love Disney and hate Disney all at the same time, kind of like pretty much all of my reviews. But since they got Star Wars, they are giving us Star Wars Land, which will open the summer of 2019, and I plan on visiting that thing as often as I can. I'm really looking forward to that. That is going to be like nerd heaven. Hope to see you guys down there. I'm sure I'll see at least a couple of you down. Either way, there'll be a lot of nerds down there the first summer that it opens, and I'm definitely looking forward to that. Another reason why I'm glad that they took over Star Wars is because of them. They made the Sandcrawler, which I do own one. I just don't have it yet. I just got to drive my ass to LA to go pick it up. That just hasn't happened. But soon, hopefully very soon, I did play with the buddies of mine. That thing looks amazing. That's something. God, that's one of the two pieces, that and the sail barge, which I also have that coming. And then basically I can die a happy man, because those are the two toys that I wanted more than any other toy in the entire world. And then within a year's time, I'm getting them both in my collection. Enough about that. The reasons why I hate Disney is because they basically ruined and shit all over every Star Wars movie they've made, except for Solo. Solo, on the other hand, I loved. Saw it twice. Thought it was a great movie. Actually, I think I saw it once at home. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I thought it was a great movie. The cast was awesome. They bring back robots and monsters and just a cool story. Super fun to watch. When your guys are sitting there watching a Star Wars movie, see, Star Wars, when I was a kid, was the thing. So basically, I take my kid, which he's 7, to the movies, and if he doesn't like the movie, like if he's not in love with Star Wars, well, guess what? Disney, you screwed up. Because if you can't win the hearts of the kids, well, then you failed in general. So I take him to go see, like, I don't know, the first 2 Star Wars movies and the Rogue One. And my kid came out of the theater, was like, yeah, it was all right. And then I took him to see Solo, and he was like, God, I loved it. Well, if the kids don't love it, like kids barely play with toys as it is. All right, let's face it. Kids don't play with toys as it is. All they want to do is watch TV, YouTube in particular, play video games, or play on their smartphone. That's what kids do today. So basically, toys today are no longer for kids. They're for collectors. So if you don't reach the collector, well, then you miss the mark, because the kids aren't really digging your stuff. So Disney, forget about making these amazing movies for like guys that are my age. Make movies for kids where kids will love them. Like whenever they make a cartoon, like it goes off the charts because the kids love it. They want to see it again and again. So Disney, let's bring it back a notch. Quit trying to make everybody happy. Make the kids happy. Once you do that, you've succeeded, because now you've made a fan for life. But you guys don't really see it like that. So I have a pretty big Solo haul here. I am missing one of them. That's because I split a case with my boy. And whenever you split a case with your boy, you usually get shafted on the last figure. I'm not going to go over their names, because I'll just butcher them way too bad. I do have the whole set. I have basically the bad guy, which he thought he was a good guy, than his girlfriend, but I'm not sure if she realized how bad he was. Then you have, I will do this one, the Royal Guard. I missed that on the Black Series, so now I have this one, which I have a ton of these anyways, but it's always a good idea to have one more. Everybody's favorite guy in the movie, the forearm guy, when he died, I was so bummed out. So bummed out, because he was my favorite. He was like the new Chewbacca, the new Yoda to me, and I hated to see him go. He's gone. The robot, which this thing kills C-3PO and R2-D2 and BB-8, all wrapped in one. Personality for days. Love this droid. Have the tank pilot, which we already have a tank pilot, but we'll see the difference between this one and the other one. Some 2-packs. Oh, they're falling everywhere. Some 2-packs, Chewbacca and Muddy Han Solo, which is definitely pretty cool. A 4-pack, I actually haven't seen this anywhere in Vegas. Went to Portland, found this at what was it called? Fred Meyer's or something. I don't know. We don't have them here. The store looked like a really nice gourmet version of Walmart, which was really refreshing. Then you have this 2-pack, has the dog and then the little guy, the master's dog. And I have my CommTech reader fired up. It actually works. I took the old one back, got a new one, so we'll actually get to see what they sound like, and then you'll get to see me struggle with trying to get them to do what they sound like. Now then we have this Trooper pack, which is Troopers. Come on, guys, you can't really get enough. This is something you kind of wish you could find on clearance, but I didn't want to risk it and wait and then not get it on clearance. If it goes on clearance, you just keep buying these because they're just more Troopers. This is going to be a big haul. I'm going to get all this opened up, and then we're going to check it out. So this is basically Disney and Hasbro. That thing's going to be going off the whole video because yes, we got the CommTech back. It's new. I took the older one back, got it updated. Hopefully it works. God, that'd be nice if it works. And it doesn't embarrass me too much. But anyways, back to Disney. Congratulations. You guys finally made a cool movie with a cast that I care about. I love this movie. Saw it 3 times. I mean, I love it. The toys are actually pretty interesting. Like, they're not just like Rose, Finn, Poe, Rey, Jyn. A bunch of people that you could care less about. You actually have a few little monsters in here, a couple robots, and they're just characters that I actually care about. We'll go ahead and check them out one at a time. I'm going to try to go through them pretty quick because there's so many, and I am going to take out that CommTech reader. First off, we're going to start with the Wampa. I know I've showed it to you before, but it never worked on this CommTech reader, so we'll go ahead and see what he has to say because I just updated it. Okay, not bad. Definitely digging it. Always wanted that guy to talk. Finally does. This is by far my favorite character in the whole entire movie. I just loved him. It sucked that he died. I'd love to see him in other movies or a character just like he was my Boba Fett, my Yoda, my Chewbacca, all of this in one. My General Grievous. Did I say Darth Vader? I don't know. I love this guy. He's one of the coolest characters ever. I loved his voice. I loved everything about him. The only thing that I didn't love is that he died. He has a holster, which is always cool. And he also has 4 hands. It'd be nice maybe, I don't know, he probably only had 1 gun in the movie. But I love this thing. Look at this attention to detail. Remember, this is a 3 3/4 toy. This thing has like 12 points of articulation. I think they cost like $7, $8. Let's see what he has to say.
Are we sure about this?
I don't know how many phrases he has, but I don't want to be here.
You can count on me.
I don't want to be here all night doing it, so I'm going to try to get through them fairly quick. And then you have a Royal Guard, and I know you have tons of Royal Guards, and if they were like, it's weird because they're both Hasbro, but if you take Hasbro and Marvel Legends, they would just take the same figure that you already have, repackage it, and make you buy it again because this one talks, and well, they don't really talk. He might make a grunting sound, but this is an all brand new, 100% brand new action figure. I got tons of it in my collection, but I don't have one exactly like this, and so I'm definitely digging it, and I'm glad that I got it. Let's see what he has to say. That's about it. And that, which is real similar to the first one. And another character I really liked was this midget-looking guy, and when he took his mask off, I was hoping for a monster, and it didn't really get a monster. But he was still cool. Comes with a big giant gun and a little gun. I don't really see a holster on this, which is weird. He's got like some furry tail hanging out of his pocket there, like he just shot Rocket Raccoon or something. He kind of looks like Rocket Raccoon. I wonder if that's what. Let's see what he has to say.
You're not about to walk away from this. I'm going to grind you to dust. Well, come to pay us a visit.
Definitely digging that guy's voice. Like, you weren't expecting that. You're expecting like kind of like a mousy voice, but that didn't happen. Then you have this guy, which I thought he was like a cowboy Woody. Woody's just an amazing actor, and anytime you see him in a movie, especially that zombie movie that he did, or what was that, American Killer, that other cycle where he's crazy. Just take a quick look at this thing. Attention to detail. It does have a holster, 2 blasters, 2 holsters. I mean, he's just like a space cowboy. Loved him in the movie. He was good. He was bad. Like, he almost fooled you for a second, but he's all about himself. You wonder if he would have crossed his girlfriend and his own crew like he crossed Han Solo and Chewie. I don't know, and he's dead now, so now we will never know.
I have one rule. Do not improvise.
And
all right, troops. Prepare to engage.
And he even sounds like Woody, so you can't mess with that. And then we have his girlfriend, which I thought this chick was crazy hot in the film. I loved everything about her. The only thing that I didn't love was that she also died. It's crazy that they can kill off a cast this amazing, but in the new Star Wars movie, they got the worst cast ever, and they refuse to kill them off. Hopefully they all die in the last movie. And I just don't see that movie going in a good direction. But the spin-off one, this is by far their best spin-off movie. The detail on this thing is great. These are all one-off original sculpts, so basically never use this thing again. They're not going to give you a bunch of crappy repaints like other toy companies. She's amazing.
Here comes a world of hurt.
God, the voices.
Show me what else you got.
The voices are just great on these things. And then you have Han Solo's girlfriend, and come on, guys. You know that he banged her somehow, some way. I don't know, but the relationship, the chemistry, I think we're all a little bit jealous of it.
You're beginning to agitate my servos. Don't just blindly follow the program. Execute a little free will. Don't just blindly follow the program.
Let's check out the detail on this. Once again, Star Wars 3 3/4, killing it. Like the sculpt, the paintwork, it's absolute perfection. Like 5 points of articulation. You can't really ask much more for that. The price point, 3 3/4 collectors. If you guys are out there, man, you guys gotta hold strong because this is some of the best stuff they did. This one doesn't talk. He's basically the deluxe version on the vintage card. It was just one that I wanted to have. I only have 1 tank pilot. Now I have 2. I could probably use a few more because I got that amazing tank. He's exactly the same as the other one that you have, except for he's muddy and he has articulation. I'll put him in the collection. You can kind of see them together. Then you have Han Solo, where he looked like he killed Chewbacca, made a jacket out of him. Thought this guy was cool. Thought the outfit was cool. The movie was cool. I mean, come on, dude. I'm normally hating on Star Wars, but not this time. Let's see what he has to say.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Man, it sounds just like the original Han Solo, doesn't it?
Admit it. You're impressed.
Robot sailing for some reason. Then you have his girlfriend, and I called this way in the beginning. I knew they were banging, and they were. I called it like from the first trailer. I was like, oh yeah, that they're doing it for sure. Once again, another amazing action figure, a character that we cared about, a character that we thought she was cool. I still don't know if she's good, bad, or what her point was. And God, if they put her in another movie with Darth Maul, oh, that would be amazing, because we all got ripped off with him. We all could have used just a little bit more, because that's back when they used to make cool villains.
Always stay in the game as long as you can.
I guess I can only get one phrase out of her. I thought she would have more. And then you have a stormtrooper that you already have. You basically have this exact same figure, but he comes in a 4-pack. His trooper pack, which is amazing. They're troopers. If I could afford it, I'd have bought 10 of those. I only got 1, but they're troopers. You really can't get enough of them.
Halt! Identify yourself! Look alive! Enemy reinforcements incoming!
I can't remember if he says different things than the other one that I already have. I'm pretty sure that he does. I guess I could pull it out, but there's a lot going on in this video. Then another figure that you already have, but this figure is cool. Once again, he's a trooper. You could use 50 of these things. Unfortunately, I only have 2 of them. throw them in a pack, go buy them all day long. Once again, the sculpt on this thing is nuts. Look at that little cape, trench coat, poncho, whatever you want to call it. Tons of mud on this thing. Really cool action figure.
Trooper, standing guard. We're taking heavy fire here.
Few phrases. I think most of them should have about 3 phrases each. And once again, you already have this guy. At least you should have this guy. If you're a 3 3/4 collector, you definitely have this guy. But I could use like 6 of these guys, and now I only have 2. If that 4-pack goes on clearance, I will be cleaning up on it because I would love to get a couple more of these things.
Vandor escort, standing by. Keep an eye out. We're picking up intruders.
God,
There they are. Take them out.
he looks amazing. I love the gold lens on there. Like he's wearing some old school Oakleys or something. When I saw it in the trailer, I thought the coat was weird. I thought the space boots were weird. After you saw it in the movie, I loved everything about it. Then this guy looks like a scout trooper, the guy who rides a motorcycle. I checked my collection. This is a brand new action figure. Once again, killing it. They could have just repainted some crap, sent it out here. We would have bought it. That little like stick doesn't come out, but you wish that it would. He has a little gun that looks just like the biker scout guy, but it's actually different. Man, they just kill it. It's crazy how much money they could spend on new molds with Star Wars 3 3/4, but then on other stuff they just keep repainting shit. It's like it's a totally different company. Here he is. He's an amazing action figure. Let's see what he has to say.
Halt. Identify yourself. I'm calling in for reinforcements. Halt. Identify yourself. We've identified criminals in the area. I'm reloading. Cover me.
Definitely cool. God, I'm all in with Star Wars 3 3/4. They're making it fun to collect. Then you have this guy. What was his name? The mud one or whatever. He's got tons of like mud up on him. There's no sculpted mud on this other one, but they did do it on the one that I'm getting ready to show you. His mask doesn't come off, but it does come off on the Han Solo version. I guess I could just show them to you side by side. They're basically the same exact action figure, except for the head sculpt is different because you can actually see Han Solo's face in there, or at least we're hoping it's Han Solo's face. The cape is the same. I just dropped his gun. That kind of sucked. The armband is like the only thing different. Even like the mud overspray looks similar. Let's see what he has to say.
Troopers, to me. For the glory of the Empire.
I don't know why it goes to that weird robot sound every time. Then let's check out the Han Solo version.
Han Solo reporting for duty. Han Solo reporting for duty. Come on, let's get moving.
There we go. That's the phrase I was waiting for. Put his gun back with him so I don't lose it. Then you basically have, again, I gotta take that word out of my vocabulary. You got another TIE Fighter pilot. It looks like exactly one that you already have, which is totally cool since it's a TIE Fighter pilot, and I could probably use 20 more.
TIE online, awaiting orders. I've got enemy reinforcements on my radar. Engaging a perimeter sweep.
Not bad. Not bad. Got 3 phases out of them. Then you have this one, and this thing, like they could have just used, you know, something off of this, painted some mud on it, Star Wars 3 3/4. They're way better than that. Instead, they give you a whole brand new action figure. Look at the sculpted mud on there. Like, you guys got to remember, this is a 3 3/4 action figure, and the sculpt on this is better than most of the stuff out there. You take these other toy companies, they just use the same body over and over and repaint it, and you're lucky if you even get a new head. Most of the time, you don't even get a new head. This thing's amazing. It'd be nice to have a little mud on the gun, but I guess I could do that. I mean, the only thing I like better than a muddy Han Solo is a little mud on the helmet.
Let's get this done. I'm on a schedule. I've got to find a way out of here. could use some backup. Oh, you've got to be kidding me.
Alright, there we go. Then we'll check out the Han Solo. He comes with this cannon. The cannon's pretty cool. The cannon doesn't talk, but he does. Once again, they killed it with an original one-off sculpt. It's like he's wet, like he came out of the trash compactor, but he's totally different from that one. Like he's a brand new one-off sculpt. Once again, I love all the mud on him. I love that he looks that he's wet. Like look at the fur on his hands. That's like hanging down, all stuck to his body. Star Wars 3 3/4 Solo. You guys are killing it. I'm looking forward to like getting like that sail barge and the sandcrawler, and you guys are making a lot of cool stuff this year. Then you have this guy, which once again I would have another one of these in my collection if I could actually find it on clearance, or if I could actually just find it, because my buddy got me this one because I've never even seen these things in the store. He's really cool. I wish that we'd get like some different ones from his little crew. It'd be nice to get that worm, like that lady version of the worm. God, that would be amazing. Hopefully that's coming. Once again, killed it on the sculpt paint. It's basically all of these are perfect action figures. I don't really see how any of them could be any better than what they are.
My master, the hounds grow restless. These beasts are loyal to me. They are at my command.
Guess that's it. And then you have the dog, which, God, I gotta get another one of these dogs. He comes in the cage opens and closes. You can pull him out of here, close the cage up if you want. It'd be nice just to have an extra cage. I definitely want another dog. His mouth opens, his head moves, his arms, plenty of articulation on this. Once again, a 3 3/4 perfect action figure. These guys are killing it. There's tons of work on this thing. Alright, so there's a dog. I'm just going to take these, throw them up on the shelf, show you the collection. Because I did so many action figures in one, I'm not going to do side-by-sides with ones that I already have or similar versions, because you guys probably or hopefully have them yourself. Let me get them just in case you're new to the channel. Hopefully you're not. Hopefully you've seen the Star Wars collection before. But if you haven't, and if you are new to the channel, I'm going to walk you around the room really quick, because I'm really proud of my Star Wars 3 3/4 collection. It's just, God, Star Wars is like the whole thing that started everything. At least it was for me when I was a kid, man. That's just like, that's what led me to collecting action figures. I had them when I was a kid. I got rid of them when I liked girls. And then as you can see, I got them all over again. Walking around the room. God, I just keep getting sidetracked when we're talking about Star Wars. Here's the cantina. My boy Brock helped me out with this. I built it. He basically did the rest. Pretty much everything that required any skill at all. Back to the collection. Millennium Falcon, best ship. God, I think $150. Why can't they do stuff like that anymore? The Sandcrawler's coming. It's close. $100, but it's not quite there. Got the big AT-ATs down here. They tried making a small one. I said no way. Then you have Jabba's palace here. I still got to finish the dungeon. Hopefully someday I will finish it. Give you a little mini tour of it. I should actually just go ahead and do a full-blown video of that thing. If you're wondering why this shelf is cleared off or starting to be cleared off, because this, my friends, is where the sail barge is going to go. That shelf is a little longer than 4 feet. It should fit perfectly right there. Oh, God, I can't wait. January just can't come soon enough. I'm really looking forward to that. Then moving around the room, as you see, we're right back where we started. The Star Wars collection goes all the way around. And I thought they were done making Star Wars at some point, but they weren't, because then Disney got the license and now it's starting all over again. Here's basically movie 6, here's 7, 8's actually way down there. And then 9 is soon to come. Here's the solo stuff. Best one so far. Like, just look at the action figures compared to these action figures. Yeah. You get what I'm saying. Here's the solo stuff. Here's the Rogue One stuff. The Rogue One was kind of like, no big deal. I liked it. I definitely didn't love it. And then you have episode 8 over here. Of course, I'm like the only guy on the planet that actually paid full price for this thing. Now these things are like $50, so it's definitely worth $50 if you see it. Go ahead and pick it up. There's the Star Wars Han Solo stuff, Star Wars collection, the whole Star Wars collection. A little bit of a bonus there for you. Thanks for watching.